Hello and welcome back to Helldivers 2 Loadout Roulette. Today's loadout is the STA-52 Assault Rifle, which is the Killzone crossover, the P4 Senator, and the TED-63 Dynamite. So we've got a bit of every kind of armor pen, light, medium, and heavy. Our armor is the AD-11 Livewire, which is the Superstore light armor with Adreno, defibrillator. If you've seen my review on the recent War Bond, you know how I feel about this. I don't think it's that good. And having it on light armor is going to make this even worse. Hopefully I don't die so that effect never kicks in. The rest of it's okay. We went with the SC-15 Drone Master helmet to match the gray, black, and orange. And then the Over Artifice Triumphant cape because it kind of fits. I also couldn't remember the one that actually goes with this set, and that is Schema Laid Bare, which doesn't look that, it looks okay, but I don't think it's as cool. But we are going against the Illuminate, so I will see you in the mission. Alright, so our stratagems are Orbital Walking Barrage, Orbital Laser, EMS Mortar, and Incendiary Mines. No reliable AV, so we're working. One of these guys took the Bounty Hunter booster, so that's an interesting choice. Haven't seen anybody willingly take that in ever. Hey, that worked. I was glad that dynamite actually kicked in. Ooh, I found a SAM site? Nice, I know what I'm doing. So that is going to help a lot more than really anything else I can do at this point.
Calling down a sentry.
But I saw something interesting worth talking about. So, if you've been following a lot of the news lately, like, the UK has essentially gone crazy and is like, hey, everybody needs to verify their ID on the internet. And it's always under the guise of, like, it's for protecting the kids, even though people are having to verify ID for, like, using GeForce Experience to modify their NVIDIA drivers and update them, which I don't think you need to protect kids from updating their graphics card. That sounds to me like a little bit of overreach, but what do I know? And so, the newest stupid idea to come from all this has come out. There was... follow me with this is funny. There was a poll done that said 73% of players are willing to submit images of their ID if that means not encountering cheaters or reduced number of cheaters. Now, your first question should be, who conducted this poll? And if you ask that question, good on you, you're asking the right questions. It was done by a company that benefits, they're a ID verification service. So it's literally them being like, hey, this just in, from our totally not biased poll, people want our product. And then they can, shop this number around to publishers and developers and be like, see, people want our thing, you should pay us. Which I thought was really funny, because that is so abhorrently biased, it is nearly beyond mortal comprehension. But the thing I thought was funny is people are like, oh, if you disagree with this, you're a cheater. When you see that stuff, I want you guys to remember, there's more and more studies showing that a prominent amount of the interactions on the internet are actually just bots, and sometimes just bots interacting with other bots, to the point where it is safe to say, a lot of times when you see people saying dumb shit online, it is a bot trying to farm engagement to make money. keep that in mind. That helps maintain sanity, honestly. But these people being like, oh, if you disagree, you're a cheater. They don't realize, hopefully if they're human, the obvious downside. Because, well, let me spit a hypothetical your way. So, a very common way that hacks happen and data breaches is through social engineering. What people do, they lie. They call in, hey, I'm Derek, I can't access my computer, I can't access my account, can you reset my password? A lot of times, these are third-party services, so some dude outside the company is just like, yeah, sure, man, give me, whatever information, give me your username. Okay, here's my user. Okay, your password's reset, it's admin1. When you log in, you'll be prompted to change it. So the guy goes, okay, cool, thanks. That person just gained access to whatever database or system he wanted. Now imagine that, but you're doing it to a service that has pictures of people's IDs. And you might be thinking, well, why would they have the pictures of the IDs? Because the idea is to have your ID bound to your account, and it has to be on record so that they can blacklist you. If they just dropped the image of your ID after you submit it, how do they know you are you? Thank you for the free kill.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
They don't, so they would have to keep your image or their service is completely fake. And that's just selling a scam. So, they keep images of your, in theory, they keep images of your ID. Now, a smart hacker will go, okay, I'm going to take these images, but I'm either going to use them for obvious nefarious reasons, or what I'll do is I will now take these and go to, let's say you put them on Madden. You have your ID submitted to the service for Madden and you're playing whatever year it happens to be. You can then, someone could, in theory, take those IDs, because they'd just be images, go to Call of Duty. Say, hey, I'm, John Smith. Feed it in. Oh, John Smith already has an account. Okay, goes next in the list. Juan Delgado. Okay, we don't have an account under that ID. Your account is now bound to Juan. Cool. So now, if Juan ever wants to play, he can't because his account has already been made. And that account has been sold to someone to run hacks. And it's funny because people act like there isn't a market for stolen accounts. That's how a lot of stuff is in COD. Selling boosted accounts is a whole market. So it's solving nothing, and that's probably the funniest part. It's also kind of terrifying to realize, everybody's out here trying to make a buck selling services that don't actually solve any of the problems that exist. It's just trying to not even placate, it's just grift, honestly. I think that'd be the best word, is grift. And it's maddening. And this all started because, or at least the recent discussion about it started because there was 300,000 people banned by the anti-cheat for Battlefield 6. The wild part is there's still hackers hacking in Battlefield. If that isn't something that just floors you, I don't know what is, or what will. How do you have people still hack? And it's not oh, is he really, maybe he's doing a little bit of a hack, a little bit of a 5% speed hack or something. No, these are dudes just hard aimbotting. There was videos of streamers, most cringe-ass stuff you've ever seen. They're like, oh, I'm all natural, I just use a aim trainer, hee hee hee. And they're snapping to people through walls. They're like, no, I know that they're there. I'm like, they're not on the minimap. You can't hear them in the video. You have no evidence of them being there. There is nothing indicating that they're there, yet you magically know. That's... Gip gap gooey goddamn, that is impressive.
Requesting air support.
If you can just magically know where people are, you're a psychic. What are the Powerball numbers, my guy? Why are you streaming? You should be playing poker. Literally the Powerball, make millions. Or you're just cheating your ass off. Which people started going hardcore tinfoil hat. Like, oh, they're doing it to intentionally damage the brand of Battlefield. I'm like, you... Take the tinfoil hat off for 10 minutes here, my guy. They're streamers. That's what a lot of these people are. They're not doing it out of malice. It's because they're dickheads and they want attention. People are horrendously stupid and follow the idea of any publicity is good publicity, and they're morons for it. Like, you willingly take your career in entertainment, if you can call it a career, by doing that kind of stuff.
Calling in reinforcements.
Like, I don't hack. I think it's cheap as hell to do. I think it's a weak thing to do. Also, why? I'm out here to play games and have fun. If I suck, I suck. I own it. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to be something I'm not. Be some elite scout sniper, young clout god type shit. Like, no. I'm just a dude.
Squid outpost spotted.
And personally, I enjoy watching people who aren't that good. You don't have to be, an absolute dumpster fire, but you can be okay. You get the kind of everyman approach, and that's cool. Sometimes it makes you feel good about yourself. You realize, hey, I'm actually not terrible. This guy also sucks. And sometimes it's just cool to see someone potentially grow and improve. I love seeing people improve at games. That is really fun to me.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting fortification.
I hate how prevalent cheating has become.
Squid outpost.
And it has become very prevalent, and I've said it before. I believe in a video. I've said so much I forget what I've said and what I haven't,
Sending in an eagle.
since I've said the same thing to friends in conversations.
Requesting sentry.
That hacking and entertainment, it's become an arms race. Everybody wants to be the best, and as a result, you get a bunch of people who... You went from, like, trick shots to those being staged, to some commentary, but some people just don't have a original thought in their head, or have the personality of a wet napkin, to then having people who... It's like, oh, I got 30 kills. Well, now you can't get 30 because that's common. Next guy, oh, I got 35. I got 40, 55, 60. Soon you got people, I wiped the entire lobby in Warzone. And you start to go, how?
Air support.
And more, the skill gap, I'd almost say, or like the skill curve, it gets narrower and narrower. 30 kills, yeah, a lot of people can rack up 30 kills. But that stops being the thing. You need to get more. Well, not everybody can get 35. Not everybody can get 40. Eventually, people go, I can't keep up. Therefore, to keep up, I need to cheat. And sadly, that's what it's kind of become. And then it becomes this epidemic of some people cheat, and then they go against people and they get mad. Or the people who don't cheat get mad because they go up against cheaters. So they say, fine, to counter, I'm going to cheat. And then they cheat. And then they encounter people who get annoyed. And it just feeds into this continual thing. And of course, things like skill-based matchmaking. The way it's done, it's so punishing to players once they start performing better that they're effectively forced to either cheat or get pummeled. And that's part of the problem, is you don't really need to cheat, you just get pushed back to where you were supposed to be. But people don't like how bad, like especially in COD, where you do well, you get put into a lobby of people way higher than you, you don't have the gradual growth, so you just get beat down into the dirt, you don't have time to learn or improve, and then you're shoved back into what you were and you're hard stuck. And then those people get mad because it's like, oh, well, sometimes you just go against people who are better than you. And it's like, oh, they're cheating. Nah, some people are just good. And you can tell. That's always a big thing. I see people are like, oh, how can you tell someone's cheating? It is very, very apparent.
Requesting sentry.
Target acquisition. Some people are flicky. That happens. And then there are people who you can tell they're doing something weird. You know, someone will look at a window with no information indicating that there's anything in the window and just start mag dumping. And it's like, well, why were you looking there? Why were you shooting there? You can look and be like, oh, is there someone in this position, yes or no? And a lot of times, you know, you'll be like, oh no, there's nobody there at the moment. Whatever. I do that. Basic situational awareness, basic trying to control the environment. But when you start pre-firing, that raises the question.
Rare sample acquired.
It's bad. It's sad seeing how bad it's gotten. Like, there's so many people who are just like, yeah, I don't play like FPS games anymore, or PvP FPS, because of how many people cheat. And I understand it. I know, I was talking with a friend of mine about Battlefield, and I had said to him, I was like, I'm not that enthused about BF6. I should be, I love Battlefield. But I think I'm just burnt out on the current COD Battlefield dichotomy, where it's like you're either playing this or that. Other games kind of come in, you know, you have Rainbow Six Siege off on one side, you got Counter-Strike, but I don't do Counter-Strike. You have, you know, Insurgency Sandstorm, which is cool, I'm glad they're still around. You have all the Milsim games, which the problem becomes the Milsim guys want everything to be Milsim, which I understand in terms of like skins, but also when people are like, the TTK needs to be 2 bullets, like, calm down. That kind of sucks.
One, two, three. I win. 1, 2, 3. Tie. 1, 2, 3. I win. 1, 2. Found something.
This guy done.
Last reload.
Never had an instance where I'm just playing rock, paper, scissors while waiting on a guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go try to help this guy. Whatever's going on, he is struggling.
Calling an extraction.
Oh yeah, he is struggling. Yeah, we'll just come get this guy and If that guy wants to call extract, he can, I don't care. Hopefully he would just hold it, and we can get this done. Because I think this guy's... he's facing some, he's fighting some demons. Can't blame him. You know, you think you got this kind of stuff under control, and then you get jumped. It's always the artillery. The second you start doing it, I think the game is like, okay, he picked up a shell, or he stood here for 15 seconds, send a wave. It's to the point where I literally think that's the trigger, because there's no way this is just something that happens. Shells. Okay, you got those, we got a nuke. Sweet. Honestly, not the worst setup to do like static damage, because you would in theory be calling it in on the enemy. So it'd be like, oh, we're gonna hit them, stun them, cooldowns a couple seconds, smack them with the next thing, and then go. Alright, homie, let's run. I would rather not hang around here much longer.
Calling down a walker. Calling down fortifications.
That probably won't do anything, but I don't care. Oh my god, no! Don't go where you are, please! I saw it coming. I saw it coming. Oh my god. That's awkward. No worries, I'll grab his stuff. Yep. And he died to it again too. Oh my god. You didn't need to come this way, we already had everything, you just needed to go. Okay, this is actually like a problem. All our stuff is just over here. We can just grab it and go. For the love of God, please. We're gonna call you in over here. What are we even fighting over here for? Let's just go. I knew this was gonna happen.
I'm bleeding out.
This is why I never use mines, because it always happens. Someone steps on it, and then it just becomes a chain of deaths for no good reason. Ah, pain. Absolute pain. I would have taken anything else. Give me a turret. Give me any turret. I will take that over whatever the hell this is. And I always feel bad. Because, like, even though it's not my fault these guys have the spatial awareness of a bowling ball, it still sucks. You know, you're trying to help the team, you're trying to defend stuff, and then things happen.
Feels good. Hello to democracy.
The build's not bad. I will say that. Problem being no AV. Nothing to really counter flesh mobs. So it's just kind of... I lucked out. I lucked out by finding the LMG. If I didn't, this would be a lot different.
Reloading.
Oh, he's still alive? How? Just die already. Yeah. Orbital laser, sure. I say what's the worst that can happen, but I also know exactly what the worst is.
Reloading.
I know it all too well.
Reinforcing.
Yeah, don't you like how last episode I said, oh yeah, we're gonna step the difficulty up to 8? And yeah, you can feel the difficulty difference. I'm getting a lot worse situations.
Fire in the hole.
Granted, I also feel like that's part just the Illuminate. You can go for extract and the game's just like, we could send like 2 guys and then that's it. Or we can send everyone. And whatever spawning AI or algorithm is just like, yeah, let's try everyone. We just going for it? Yep, we're just going for it. Cool. Alright. So, that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.